Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the Criterion Connection. I'm Wade.
And I'm Joe.
And today we're talking about a little French film from the 30s. Well, I guess it's 39. It's close to the 40s. Before World War II for France.
Yep, by Jean Renoir.
It's called The Rules of the Game.
Yep.
I thought it was Rules of the Game. I didn't know there was a the at the beginning.
It's the rules of the game.
I gotta remember when to type up the description. The rules of the game.
Yep. From classic director Jean Renoir. And it's like pre-World War II, and that kind of looms over the film, like thematically, like understanding that that's just on the horizon.
Yeah.
And so this film is, I believe they call it a comedy of manners, is I think the term they use. Basically a satirical comedy about society and high society and all that. And
where's my screw?
What's that?
Where's my screw? Remember he bounces the screw and loses it? And
oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
I don't know what happened to the screw. I guess he found it because it ends up, I think, working later.
Little disclaimer. I was watching it last night on my iPad, which had like 5% left on it. It was on the charger. I put it right on the charger, and then the power on the block just went out. Yeah. And I didn't have power for it till like about 5 in the morning. So I didn't finish this movie.
Yeah.
So I can't give the buy, rent, and sell. Like, the disclaimer, I cannot do it because I didn't finish it. I got about 40 minutes in.
Yeah, and
you tell me it picks up because it was really slow in the first 40 minutes.
It picks up. I'm pretty sure I know what your answer is going to be. If you dig it as much as I think you will. Yeah, Jean Renoir is a famous French director. He's one of the early big time Grand Illusion, which is I believe #1 on the Criterion Collection number list. I think it's #1. He's
#1 spine-wise.
Yeah, Spine.
Not the #1 movie of all time.
No, it's up there. It's up there. I've seen that one, and I'd love to review it again if we ever can. I just don't know if it's. I don't think it's really in print with Criterion anymore.
Yeah.
But this one is, and
it's a soap opera, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like the early stages of a soap opera show.
It's almost Game of Thrones. It's almost Game of Thrones.
But fancy French people.
Yeah, and it's only it's not like a king or anything. It's just it's the Lord and a bunch of his buddies, high society, snobbish kind of people. Yeah, servants. It's both sides.
Weird names like Octave.
Yeah, Octave, played by Jean Renoir.
Yeah.
Or Octave, I think.
I'll say this, in the first 40 minutes that I watched.
It's kind of slow to begin with.
It's very slow, but I'll say the acting is pretty good.
Yeah, the acting's... Yeah.
Acting is really strong in this one.
He's really great with actors, Renoir is, and I didn't realize how good he was on his own. And
you forget, this movie was made in the 30s, so it's like, oh my God, it's 39.
Yeah.
It felt like it was like a 50s movie, a little bit. Like it was like...
A little bit.
Acting-wise, a little more up to par.
And it's basically these high society people, they're dealing with societal pressures of maintaining reputation and their marriages and all that while everybody's sleeping with somebody else. Where you have the Lord who has his wife, who Andre is in love with, who's pretty much your main protagonist. Yeah, Christine. This is almost There's Something About Mary about it.
There's something about Christine.
There's something about Christine. And the Andre's in love with her. He just flew across the Atlantic.
And she wasn't there.
She wasn't there, and he throws a hissy fit.
He made a big deal of that, and it really sets him up as a character. He's just a very...
immature kind of guy.
Yeah.
Octave is her lifelong friend, almost like a brother. Studied under her father. The Lord's her husband. He's sleeping with Genevieve, who's married to... or no, she's not married at all in this. It's hard. There's a lot of people. And they throw it to you all at once, right when they have everybody come. It's right before they announce the big party, but everybody comes and they're there for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
and it's just
Well, they throw a lot at you.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know if you got to the party, but it's like
I was thinking
a whole bunch of people just coming. There's like the general, his wife, I think like the aunt of Christine, I think, is there, and her cousin. Like, it's just everybody shows up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and
I looked it up. I looked at the rest of the Wikipedia, so I got the plot and stuff.
Yeah.
It ends dark. Don't want to get the spoilers, but it ends dark.
Yeah, it has a dark ending, and it's very much like... What it does is it sets up this kind of inevitability, and you're just like hoping it doesn't happen that way, and he just kind of keeps twisting it in different ways, you know, because originally you think it's going to happen, you know, this certain way where it involves two characters, and, you know, there's a bunch of like mistaken identities, things change, people go back and forth, and then the final thing happens. And then it's just all brushed over as an accident.
Yeah.
Which is such a high society thing to do. Just cover it up.
Yeah. I just think that I was did some research on it because I didn't want to come here so unprepared this morning. I looked at some research, and apparently this movie was banned.
It was
cut to like 85 minutes. And
it was completely hated when it first came out.
Well, there's a lot. The first 40 minutes, they throw a lot at you. It's slow. It doesn't really pick up till like the halfway point, as you said.
Well, this is the thing, is they showed the original cut, and it was hated. And then they cut out like a third of the movie. For I think it's an 85-minute cut that people knew for the longest time, and they've slowly restored it. And it's now at about 100 minutes.
Yeah, and it's listed
and it's still missing quite a bit.
It's listed as one of the greatest movies in cinema. I don't personally think... I was not impressed by it. It wasn't like, oh my god, this is Citizen Kane. It's not.
Well, which is funny, because it came out around the same time.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, it's a good movie.
Came out, I think, was it the same year Gone with the Wind came out?
Yeah, like, it was well made.
I like it way better than Gone with the Wind.
It was, well, yeah. Well, it was well made, the first few I watched, but... The first half I watched was not like, oh my god, this is the greatest film I ever watched in cinema.
It's really strange how, like the beginning just kind of sets things up, and then when you get to the big kind of party, like the couple weeks where everybody's together, that's where it just kind of goes off the hinges, and it all kind of falls apart, and then it's just kind of mended at the end as, you know, everything's fine. It was an accident. You know, we'll deal with this in the morning. Everybody just kind of smooths over their reputation and just kind of puts a Band-Aid over it.
Except for one character.
Which is essentially kind of a good microcosm of the film and the time it came out. This is the beginning of World War II. When this comes out.
This is France.
And it's in France.
They don't do too well.
This is actually, I believe, Jean Renoir's last movie he made, like, in France.
Yeah, because they didn't do too well.
No. But it's such an interesting, like, comparison as what happens in the movie and how the characters treat it compared to the rise of Hitler and how other countries and people were dealing with it for a long time. Because they reference... you know, pieces about like Hitler and Germany in the film.
And these French people are just sitting
and they just don't really care.
Yeah.
And make jokes about it even. So.
Damn Pete, those damn 30s Frenchmen.
Yeah, it's a really interesting film to look at in time, like retrospect. I don't know if I would call it like the best film of all time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's ranked third on like a list. There's Citizen Kane and Vertigo, and then there's that Rules of the Game. And
it's
like,
a good.
sure?
I think it's a really good movie. If you want to do the rent by skip thing real quick.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna do it.
I definitely say it's a rent, and I think you would too.
Yeah. From the movie, from what I've watched,
like it's great, like for historical like perspective. I think some people are going to take more out of it than others. And I don't think it's better than Grand Illusion, in my opinion, which is the one I've seen before by Renoir. But I'm sure this is probably one of his best films. And it's a shame we can't see it as it originally was.
Well, he won't live to see it.
Well, neither can we.
Oh.
It's still not put together.
Well, we could. That guy, he's probably dead now.
Oh, yeah, I think that's a fair assumption. He was,
Well,
he was in his 50s back then.
Then again, he made it, so he knows the true cut. So I guess that makes sense. But what do you guys think of that movie? The rules of the game. I almost said the game of the rules.
The game of the rules.
Go talk to us in the comment section below. Let us know what you think.
Do you like other Renoir movies more? Do you like them less? Do you think this is one of the greatest of all time? I'd be happy to hear that.
Please let us know, and also give us suggestions for other Criterion movies. We pretty much next month is pretty much stacked, but we're still taking more. We have no idea what we're doing in March. We have no idea what we're doing in the future. We have no clue.
So, we're still working on that.
There's like over 1,000 numbered movies in the Criterion collection. That's a lot to choose from. Help us out. Help us out. Let us know in the comment section below. Be sure to like it and be sure to subscribe.
What do you want to see?
Be sure to subscribe and then click the little bell thing. And then give you every notification of everything, not just Criterion Connection, but the Video Shamers, but other things, right? Comic Book Roundup, all these things that we do at Condish Productions. You can also follow us on Twitter at McCondishMCP. Interact with us there. So, yeah.
Looking forward to hearing from you guys.
Yeah. Until next time, I don't have a pun for this, so we'll just see you later.